Hey everybody, this is Robles of Cloud9 bringing you guys today another cool sci-fi product review, and this is part 4 of 5 of my Spockology series. And here is my fourth Spock figurine. It's Spock from the new Star Trek 11 movie. I'm going to grab his accessories here. That, and that. Okay, now I got everything together. I didn't really want to buy any of the figures because the movie was really good, but it's not the same. I bought this one because he's a lot like the Art Asylum and Diamond Select figures. He's a lot like the Spock figure I did in part 2, only not nearly as nice. I didn't think that the first thing I'm going to say is the face. There's a lot of problems with these figures. They are not really collectibles, but more toys. And I'm not going to buy any more of these because of that. And this is part 1 of the, let's see here, Warp Collection. This is the Warp Collection. Okay. So this is part 1 of the Warp Collection that Playmates Toys is making. I thought Art Asylum was going to get the license, but Playmates got it. And they totally copied a Diamond Select toy on this. The hands move out barely anyway at all. This is as far as his hand will move. That sucks. Because he can't pose. He can't really pose him except for this. And that kind of bugs me, because I already have a Spock figure doing that. His legs don't even bend up all the way. And his boot, why didn't they, every figure nowadays, even the small Hasbro, has a joint here in the boot so you can move the feet. No, all you can do on this is move it this way. And that really bugs me. So you can make him pose like this. He comes with an interchangeable hand, which is actually brutal. And it feels like you're going to wreck the whole thing when you're putting it in. Oh, come on. There we go. Interchangeable hand right there. The shirt is rubber, like an Art Asylum. I know that's supposed to look kind of cool, like it looks like real fabric, but they could have done without. And underneath, he's totally ripped. And you can see, here's the joint. It doesn't bend forward or backwards, it just twists from side to side. Just like the head. That is one of the things that bugs me the most about this figure, is he's looking upward. His head is tilted up. For some dumb reason, he's always looking up at something. And it only turns this way. It has a little give here and there, but that's because the head is loose. I think in the future, when you're buying these figures, the most valuable thing about this, of just the figure, not the accessories, the figure is going to be the arrowhead right here. I think that's going to wear off, and the black on the neck here, because the little kids are going to be playing with it so much. I think those are going to be pretty valuable, like to have as a whole figure, because those seem like the first thing that's going to rub off or go away. I don't know, maybe it's a different paint that really likes to stick to this plastic. There's the figure. He comes with this stand. It's a pretty stand, except the pin is in the middle. So you want to pose your figures, most likely want to pose your figures like this. You can do that, but you also have him being heavy on one side. So the safest way to pose him is like this. And you really don't want to do that because it doesn't look that great, right? Okay, so he comes with the hand, you saw already. He comes with a phaser, which I've done another review about, if you check out my other videos. And he comes with this belt, the Starfleet Belt, with a little communicator, the arrowhead insignia. The belt, you have to bend it. You have to really bend it like this. And it clips onto here barely. See that little piece of plastic right there? Oh, that's going to break off first. That's going to be one of the first things to break off in this figure. And then you're not going to have any use for this. So I don't even wear this because I don't like having broken things in the collection. So yeah, it sits there like that. Communicator goes into here. And the phaser, you have to stuff the darn thing in here. And then it falls out whenever it wants. The phaser doesn't stay in. The belt barely sticks around the figure because it's so bent like this. And the phaser actually fits in his hand pretty well, as you can see here. But you can't really do any poses with him. It looks kind of lame just sitting there in his hand like that while he's looking up at the heavens. This is a toy. It's purely a toy. And it looks like something that Playmates toys were eager to get their hands on, and they're going to milk it for all it's worth once more. I don't recommend this product to any collectors unless you absolutely were like me and you said I have to get at least one. I recommend just picking up one. For kids, you know what? I've seen better kids' toys than this. The old Playmates toys. Here's an old Geordi Laforge. I think this toy is better than this one. It's stronger, and I was very disappointed with this figure. Thought it was going to be a lot more than it was. Especially since, as you can see, it's very, very much trying to be like their big brother. So, rubber shirt, not as much articulation, trying to do a lot of the same things. It actually looks like the Spock from the show quite a bit. They could have done a lot more on it. But yeah, that's going to be my review for this. I'm kind of disappointed with this figure. And yeah, this is Robles at Cloud9 signing out.